Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. What I have for you guys in the background is going to be my very first V2 rocket on Call of Duty World War II. I'll talk a little bit about the gameplay in a second, but I was just chilling around today thinking about a random topic that I wanted to talk about for today's video. And one that really caught my attention was I never really talked about when Michael Condrey and Glen Schofield, the co-founders of Sledgehammer Gaming, when they both left, how Sledgehammer Gaming is pretty much doing now without them. That's kind of like the random topic that came to my mind, and I kind of wanted to address that. So if you guys are interested, feel free to stick around, and let's hop into it. So pretty much starting a little bit with the gameplay. I don't know why, but I tend to struggle a lot in this game to get gameplays, especially V2 rockets. I've never really struggled before to get like nukes, Moabs, DNA bombs. Those used to be really easy for me to get, but for some strange reason, World War II just hits me every single time. I don't know if it's the gunfights that I be getting into that are sometimes you just sit there and you want to question it, like what the hell just happened. But I just don't know why I cannot get really good gameplays for you guys. But that's a little bit about just a small gameplay, and this one wasn't against like a bunch of complete noobs. I was actually playing some really good players. We managed to lose the game, unfortunately, but nonetheless I did get the V2 rocket, and you guys will see just about the gunfights that I get in this game. Some of them I do play a little bit smarter, but some of them, if my gun skill was not on point, I definitely would have lost easily. There's so many times I was absolute. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay in the background, and pretty much back onto the topic about Michael Condrey and Glen Schofield leaving Sledgehammer Gaming and how Sledgehammer Gaming is pretty much doing now. To me personally, this is all my opinion, guys. So pretty much starting off with the whole thing, when Sledgehammer first made World War II, the sales were crazy. Like, it was like beyond crazy how many games or how many copies of this game that they pretty much sold. And then like the whole thing kind of went downhill when people started playing the game. Like, there wasn't really much effort put into this game for a 3-year span. As you guys know, it's every 3 years each of the developers, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer, get a chance to make Call of Duty. And I don't know, it's just like they completely forgot how to make Call of Duty when the game started. Like, everything was broken. Headquarters was broken, flat guns was broken, paint jobs was broken, lobby issues were just beyond, like, nobody's ever seen these kind of issues before, which is like, you think about it, you're like, damn, what the hell did they do this whole time? And then not only that, but there was like very few updates that would come to this game, and when there was updates, it was not really specified. They just did this update, did this update, and didn't really kind of fix the game. It kind of caused everybody to leave World War II and go to different games like Fortnite, which came around and completely blew up the whole entire community. And then you had games like Black Ops 3 and older games that people went back to, and they kind of forgot all about World War II. So then a few months after the game was out, things were not fixed, and then we learned of the news that pretty much Glen Schofield and Michael Condrey, as you guys know, they are the founders of Sledgehammer Gaming back in 2009. They kind of moved up into the bracket of Activision itself, so they kind of left the company. I don't know who runs Sledgehammer Gaming right now, but they're doing a lot better job than when the original two owners were pretty much running it. And now we're starting to see more updates to the game itself, but I think it might be a little too late in the game cycle, just for the reason that they left like the new owner itself, you can say they left him with so many new troubles in the game that he kind of had to fix. So now they're trying to repair the game, but like I said, I think it's a little too late. Too many people have already left. Nobody really wants to come back to this game. But I'll just address a couple new topics that I found interesting. I do still currently play this game, not as much, but I do still play it to get all these challenges to unlock supply jobs. And I kind of do enjoy all these community events, the Resistance event, the Shamrock event. So they're pretty cool. They're doing a couple good things. And as you guys know, there's a new map pack 2 coming out. I think it's April the 10th for us. I didn't really mention or cover it yet because there's no trailer for it. But once the trailer does drop, I will be sure to cover it. But pretty much we have, I think it's called War Machine. We have Egypt, V2, Operation Husky for War. And I think the last one is Dunkirk, which is a really cool map if you watch the movie itself. Pretty much those are kind of like the new things they're going to bring in map pack 2. That's like kind of one good thing. I think they didn't really remake any new maps. Let's hope they didn't remake any of the older maps I did with Valkyrie back in Advanced Warfare. Like the setup was very similar. So let's hope they spice up things this time. The weapon charms they did a phenomenal job with. I do enjoy having those on my gun. It's better than these damn pistol grips. They changed it to where you can never really get pistol grips, any newer ones actually, just all the ones that are currently in the game, which is awesome. And also one thing that I've noticed is that pretty much the supply drop rate is a lot better than I think it's ever been in any of the Call of Duty. So we had supply drops in Advanced Warfare, we had an Infinite Warfare, and then we had it in Black Ops 3. Those are really, really hard to get different weapons in there. And now, for some strange reason, after they fixed the, I guess you can say they protected like non-dupes as much as they used to have it, I'm starting to get a lot of more heroic weapons that, I mean, I'm opening all my comments every time I get them, so I'm getting a fair amount of heroics out there, which is kind of awesome to see newer guns in the game. That's one thing they also did right. Another one is pretty much adding different guns to the actual game itself. So as you guys know, we had the M1928, the Handler, which is the Tommy gun. You only get like 400 kills with suppressor, very, very easy. Then they had the Old Captain. There was a bunch of old new variants being leaked out to the community about newer weapons coming to this game, or new variants of weapons. And the Old Captain and the Old Captain 2 was both weapons that were in the files. And of course we got the Old Captain now, which is a really cool weapon as well for those who are struggling to get bar variants. Then we had what was it, the Car 98 Torpedo. At first I thought they weren't going to give us weapons that we could get out of these supply drops, but it looks like we are going to be getting weapons as well. The Torpedo is the Car 98 variant. Looks like that's one we have to get as well, which is awesome. Then they have like guns that we could have gotten, but we forgot to activate the contracts. Like it's like 5,000 armory credits, which to me personally is not worth it for the base fare, and I really don't care about that. So that's okay. The only thing that I think they should change is pretty much, like, you guys know, every day if you go in the contracts, if you're somebody like me who buys all these contracts and completes them, like the 55 kills with an assault rifle, 55 kills with the LMG, multi-kills, hardcore kills, melee kills, if you purchase those, I would like to see a variety and a change in them daily. I mean, I've been doing these same damn contracts for, I want to say like 3 weeks straight. I think I swear it's 3 weeks. I feel like it's been that long. But I just hate doing them over and over. I want some new variety to the game. They've added more color, which is really nice to the game itself. It's not too much dull. It's not as dull as it used to be. It used to be like, holy shit, it was like a horrible move when you turn on the game. Then what else did they add to this game that was actually interesting? New camos, which is a plus. They added like an orange and striped tiger camo, which is amazing. I think they need to add red tiger and blue tiger as well. Those are awesome. A lot of weapon balances are being fixed. Updates, they're staying connected with the community now that they see Fortnite's having such success when people are submitting feedback to them. So I kind of think they picked that up as well. So I think now, to come down to the final conclusion, guys, I think Sledgehammer Gaming is better off without Glen, Schofield, and Michael Condrey. I'm not sure who was running it, but whoever's doing it is doing a good job, but it's not good enough to the point where it will draw the community back together, or pretty much come back on World War II. That's just my opinion, guys. But anyways, like I said, guys, I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to drop a like down below, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in another video. Till next time, peace out.